And welcome back, YouTubers, to another hashtag TTH unboxing and review. Compliments of the season to you all and all my fans out there and subscribers. I see my subscriber number is slowly climbing. I think I'm nearly at the 250 mark. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate the support. I'm getting there slowly. I promise I'm going to do as much more content as I can. Obviously, with it being the festive period and time with family, and I'm also in the process of a few work changes, so I'm trying my best to keep track of my group and my and my channel. But I also have been taking a little bit of time just to sort of rest, and that I have been painting armies like a machine as of lately, so I just didn't really want to see another paintbrush or another miniature for a while. But I am now happily back in it, and I have realized, yes, it's good to have multiple gaming systems, but I'm really solely going to start sticking to bolt action so I can expand on it. I know what I'm looking for. I know what forces I'm playing, and because of the terrain I do, which those of you who've been following my group on Facebook and my channel will have seen, the latest urbanized table that I made worked like an absolute bomb in the last game. It is definitely going to get bigger, and there will be more games. I want to start at some point, depending if I get a good camera, start documenting doing some battle reports. It's just tricky because some of the places I play at are at the local gaming shops, and on Wednesdays or Thursdays there's other people around, there's a lot of noise, so you won't hear much. What I might do is just keep taking photos and documenting and putting on, but you would also like to see the game, so if maybe I can rope a friend into being the cameraman for the game, that'd be great. You guys can let me know down in the comments. And yeah, it's becoming my sole game. It's just I've had a passion about military history, and since I've gotten into bolt action, I'm perfectly happy sticking with it. It's not getting boring for me. I want to keep going and getting into it more and more and just expanding on it. I've already gotten into my 4th army. It's going to be the US. I have a lot of allies apart from the Japanese. It's just so many people that I know have the Germans, and I did have them as my entrance into bolt action, but it's just so many people have the Germans, and it's, I can always find a player who's going to play an Axis power or something for a game. So I've just decided now I'm going to stick with my French because they can be Vichy French or the Allied French. I've got my British Airborne boys for the Arnhem campaign, or for any operation that the British Airborne were involved in. And then I've got my 8th Army for the desert, which I'm still busy finishing. I've got a few miniatures left and then they'll be done. That's why I'm not starting on the Americans as of yet. But my American unit that I'm going to start, I'm going to do an unboxing for the Start Army after this. I'm going to be doing an Italian sort of themed regiment, so preferably a division that was operating in Italy and that can be used in Normandy and that type of thing. But that I'll jump into in the next video. I'm mumbling now. So let's dive into what we have in front of us. So yes, this is preferably for the tank wars, I assume, but I got it for one or two reasons, because a few of my armies need some supporting armor. So these 2 tanks are going to go to the Americans when they're done. This one's going to go to my British Airborne as a sort of in place of a Tech Rock, am I saying that correctly, guys? The tanks that came out of the gliders. So yeah, this is going to be the tank for them, and then these 2 are going to be the American tanks. So sorry, I haven't glued him yet. So if we can see, lovely detail. These are such nice models. I really, to save a bit of money now and then, I get some friends of mine who I know, and I want to support their little side businesses and get them to 3D print models for me. But I tell you, it is a noticeable difference. This is always my first option to go for Warlord, but obviously it depends on finances and the price of the model. Like this is a set, obviously, so I didn't mind paying for this. But I'd love to get the odd 3D printed model to fill in the odd gap, but these models are just fantastic. They went together really nicely, and yeah, they've got all the variants. This kit comes with all the variants. So we have the flamethrower turret over here for the late war period. Also, if you're doing Pacific. And then obviously you can have your hedge cutter options, the blades in the front. This one's a copy paste of this just with a closed turret and no hedge trimmers. So yeah, it's awesome little models. And then obviously this is one of the earlier variants, judging by the turret. No side skirting. This was a slight error. I misread the print, but it's glued now, so I can't necessarily rip it off. I suppose I could, but yeah, this is going to be for the British one. So you'll see these on my group once they pasted. Sorry, guys. Printed. So that's that. And then if we look at the cards, so obviously, if any historical accuracy errors, I followed the cards and the manual as best I could. So let's see now. Let's just get it to focus. So mid-war, 1942 to 43. So these can be used in the desert, which is really cool. And then 44 to late. So inexperienced, 124 points. Regular, 155. And then veteran, 196. So not bad at all. I mean, I don't know the rules because I haven't played with these yet. I think you can have more than one of these in a game. Damage value 8. Weapons, they got a light anti-tank gun, 48-inch range, shots 1, penetration 4. Gyro stabilizer, HE1, which is interesting. I need to read up about that. Gyro stabilizer, veteran cruise, fire a gyro stabilized weapon without a -1 to hit penalty for moving. So if it's moved, it doesn't suffer that penalty. There we go. I can add the pintle mounted for 25 points and a hedge cutter that's for terrain. It says there's C in the book of United States. Sorry about the blur, guys. I must keep track of what I'm doing here. And then your medium machine gun, 36, 5 shots, penetration, nothing, 1 coaxial, 1 hull mounted. Heavy machine gun, 36, 3 shots. Okay, so yeah, fairly decent. And let's dive into the flamethrower, which is the American late war variant. 116, 145, 74, not bad. The E7 variant. Reinforced armor, flamethrower, D6 +1. So, I mean, not bad. These things look like they can do a fair amount of damage, obviously depending on your dice rolls. I'm not going to dive into too much of this. This is just explaining the tanks itself and the manuals and how to build. And then obviously I've got a fair amount of spares, and I've got enough to do some early war turrets, but I'm not going to. They're going to jump. Sorry about that, guys. They're going to jump into my spares box. So yeah, not a lot to talk about. So yeah, Republic of China, United States, United Kingdom, Soviet Union. So yeah, there's the back of the box. You got the American paint scheme, the British paint scheme, and then obviously if you're doing a winter war, Soviet scheme or Battle of the Bulge, for example. So yeah, I think in future, if I'm going to need some armor, I'm going to go for sets like these. They're really fun and they're really nice to put together. And these are, I mean, they're decent size. Then they're nice chunky pieces of plastic. They're quality items. Well done, Warlord Games. And yeah, I'm pleased with it. I don't have any negativity apart from until I play them. Obviously with the lightly armored, one good Panzerfaust shot, good dice roll with an anti-tank weapon, will blow this thing away. But they look fast and they are look like they're going to be interesting to use on the field. So yeah, I'm hoping to test these out soon. I might be having a game tomorrow. I don't know. Am I? Anyways, you guys can let me know down in the comments what you think of this unboxing. As I said, it's just raw content, guys. These are the roots of my unboxings. Nothing too major, and obviously no animation, but some of you who have commented like the way I do these unboxings, and obviously I do have my the people who have given some constructive criticism, which I'm open to, how to better my channel. And obviously at some point when I can, I will be getting into doing animations like some of you other guys. But I'm going to try and support as many of you guys as possible. The next unboxing will be the the US Army starter set, which these two will join. And then obviously this I'll paint up first for my British. I'm playing my British Airborne a lot at the moment, purely because I like to challenge myself, not necessarily having armor to rely on. So I've played a few defensive games. A friend of mine are busy with the Arnhem campaign, and yeah, it's getting trickier now. I've won the last 2 games I've played, but they purely by holding the objective. I've taken casualties, but by the objective. But anyways, concerning the box set, really nice box, not too large. I mean, very compact. All the sprues. There were 2 sprues in each packet, all identical. Enough to build all the variants and turrets. And then obviously we have to wait and see how they do in a game. So you guys can let me know, those of you that have used these or know of them or play the US, play the English allies, whatever, let me know down in the comments. And let me know your favorite thing about bolt action. I'm curious to see what you guys think about bolt action. The game itself, the mechanics, the dice bag system. It is the first major system I've actually played. I mean, I do have Black Seas and Cruel Seas and Team Yankee, for example, but I think I'm going to start narrowing it down, just to make life a lot easier. Obviously, you want a bit of variety when you're playing. You get into a mood, I feel like playing Team Yankee. If you like playing this, then you have it, but this for me is never going to get old. I'm going to keep making all kinds of terrain settings for these things so it's not just the same thing. But please continue to follow my hobby group, guys, and please, those of you that are on it, it is a platform for everyone to post. It's not just to follow the work I do, but feel free to post what you like on that group. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a like. See you in the next video, guys.